Alright, so as you can see here, it's another collection just because it's time for me to lock in and make another videos. Here I have just my knives all sorted by price. This is Super Lube, alright, just in a bottle because I needed the little needle point for some of the knives like this one. We'll get to there. So obviously starting with the crap, we have the Morse, which it's not crap, it's not bad, it's not any good because I can't tune it because one of the screws are stripped, so I can't really tighten it. So it's got a lot of play and tap, but you know, honestly, for what you pay for it, it's not bad, being one of Navali's earlier products. Definitely a lot better products now, like their cheese and the Teflon Volt, which I really want to try. I want the cheese. Might just buy it because why not? Or looking to get a Tay flipper, but I might get that in a little bit just because I used to have one and I sold it. But right now I have just only metal except this thing, but I kind of want another plastic one that's actually good. This one, it's all right, never really use it. Never really use any of these three. Like this one, Basilisk Clone, extremely light, so honestly weight kind of doesn't carry, which is why I have those little zippy end weights on right now. But this thing does not flip anything like the real one. It kind of resembles it. It's boxier, like the handles, than the actual one. It's very square like, see, whereas over here you can see it has that like nice little like rounding kind of to it. This one doesn't. This thing, just a basic squiddy, just clear. I prefer the Squiddy B. I think that one is probably my favorite of the plastic squiddies, because this one, it's just like not that good. Also a tuning issue with this one because I can't do it. Another screw got stripped on here, which is kind of why I don't flip these. And I'm pretty sure one of the handles are cracked, which was an issue with Squiddy C's, I believe. They would often have handle cracks more so than more than the other Squiddies. So now finally, here's a great Squiddy. Like, this is a very unique trainer, the way it flips. It's not like other Balisongs. This one, it's obviously the Squiddy design, ergonomics, but metal, and there's just something about it. It's very lightweight, probably like, I want to say like 3.5, maybe 3.67, and then it flips very good. It's nice, it's smooth for being on only washers. Like, it holds great tolerances considering that fact, and it's just a very nice flipper. I should flip it more, but with my other trainers I just don't. But you can get into some really nice grooves with this. Pretty good texturing. Like, it's got decent jimping on it. It's a little scratch, but you can see it. Nice. It's a little slippery, but not the worst. Definitely pretty good Balisong for only like 95 bucks. I would definitely consider getting this thing. The LDY Orion. For its price, I think I've said it before in the last collection video, most definitely worth what you're paying for. This thing is an insane flipper for only like 90 bucks. And like, it looks amazing too. Like, that blade sheet, that's pretty nice. And then really nice jimping on here, on the face. Obviously good jimping on the sides because it's sandwich. And like, it's just a good knife. I was thinking about actually selling this one so then I could get the Christmas edition, just because it looks cooler. But like, oh shit. See, look, I can actually like kind of ladder. That I've been working on, so. But it's very smooth, it's bushings, lightweight, very reactive and bouncy. Like, hold on. Like, look. Very bouncy knife. If you like lightweight, bouncy, faster knives, I would definitely consider getting this. Even if you have like other knives like I do, I still pick this thing up from time to time just because it's fun little like EDC. If you really don't want to damage any other knife, I don't really care what I do to this one. It's only like 90 bucks, but super worth the money. I wish they dropped more colors or like more special editions of these, because I would definitely consider getting it. My Armed Shark Tsunami. This one is probably my favorite flipping one. My favorite flipping trainer. My favorite trainer is my BB Firefly or Barracuda. But just because of how unique it is, but this one objectively is the best flipper. Like, it's very lightweight because it's a Tsunami. It looks amazing again because the Tsunami is honestly probably my favorite knife that I haven't flipped before, and I really, really want to get my hands on one. Might in the summer when I actually have more, when I'm working more and have more money to pay for it. But right now I've spent a lot of money recently, especially because like Valentine's Day, Christmas, stuff like that. So, and this thing is just a really fun trainer. I can pick it up, just go like ham on it. I know I can pretty much do all my tricks confidently. No real issues there. And it's just an amazing knife. Let's see if I can ladder it. Oh shit. See, ladders are definitely something I want to get better on and work with, but well, I don't think I'm gonna hit a ladder today. Well, kinda, but not really. But yeah, look. Again, very bouncy knife. Sounds honestly really good for being only like $100 clone, which is still expensive. Obviously, $100 is not cheap, but for this quality, I would say it's very good. I really want a live blade version, like maybe the Bally Plus V4 Tsunami, because I heard nothing but good things about that one. I'm not exactly sure how close it flips to an actual Tsunami. Obviously not nearly to the same material quality or finish quality or anything, but I'm sure it's still pretty good. Like, ooh, Tsunami just seems so much fun. Like, I want a real one, because look at that. It's such a simple yet effective design with this like slight little rounding here, especially on the handles. Those blue satin pivots, simple lines, clear trapezoids. Like, it's just nice. I'm trying to see if I can get just a blade for my clone, but I haven't seen any, or I did on this one website, BBK Balisong or something like that, but the Tsunami clone blades were out of stock, so I wasn't able to get it then. I gotta check again, but they might be, and I'll probably get it and then make a video on it and see how I like it compared to the trainer. And this is my favorite trainer. I just recently put some super lube in it, and it sounds incredible. It definitely a lot better than when it was dry. When it was dry, it was a lot more just like straight metal. Like, this one has got some stock to it, and honestly, it flips better. I swear. I don't know what's up with super lube, but super lube like clears tap. Like, it literally gets rid of it sometimes. Maybe it's just like a weird perception thing, but it's definitely pretty nice. And now having it in here, it makes it a lot more fun to flip. I really, really like this knife. This is my main trainer I take out with me, or if I don't feel like really focusing on my flips and I'm not flipping a live blade, I will be picking this one up because there's just something about it. It kind of reminds me of my Sirius if it was a trainer, which I actually have the Sirius trainer blade. I just never wanted to put it on because I prefer live blades over trainers. But the design, very great. Obviously, shit ton of jimping everywhere. Look at all this. Like, huge, deep jimping right there, deep milling. Covers a wide area all over the front, and then this little bit right here, so I should be able to ladder here if I actually start correctly. Like, see, I can get my 3. I can't really do more than 4, but super consistent. It's got a lot of personality to it. It's very boxy, which I really like. I either like my knives circular, like my Talazong, which I sold, or very boxy. Like, I don't want it to be in the middle of something. I want it to make the knife have its mind made up, be boxy or round, and it's lightweight, pretty bouncy, not like, ooh, not crazy bounce. Sound is nice, and then look at that handle gap, very wide handle gap. And honestly, it's a little bit long, which I like also. And it's just a great knife, I can't lie. I would definitely consider getting it for the price you get, which is like, I think I paid almost 100, only about 130-ish, maybe 120 for these. And what BB Barfly produces for their price, and it's just amazing because the customization, the quality of the products, because this thing, it's durable as shit. It can take a hit. Like, I've dropped it on concrete and there's no signs of wear. Like, they're durable products, hold a really solid tune for a while, look, sound, and flip amazing, and they're consistently, like, keeping their prices pretty low. Like, you can get a Firefly, I think ZX1 for like 110 bucks, which is really insane for the quality. I would definitely consider trying or even getting a BB Barfly product if you haven't tried them before. It's definitely worth it. I had the Firefly V2 previously, and I find this one a lot better. And I like the blade shape on the Barracudas. It's very cool. And then, of course, the bottle opener. Alright, so my phone may have died, but I was pretty much done talking about this. Now on to the live blades and my favorite of my bell songs. The LDY Sirius V2, I believe, yeah. And this thing is great. I would honestly compare it to a Kraken, and I find the Kraken flips better, but this one is more fun to flip because similar to my BB Barfly, which I love so much, this is a very boxy knife. Look at that. Pretty boxy, decently wide handle gap. It's honestly very light, 3.9 I think, but flips great. Very reactive knife. Does pretty much whatever you want slowly or perfectly and accurately. I have no issues with it. I find it to be a little bit neutral. It's handle biased, but it's not like super handle biased. It's honestly a little neutral, which kind of helps in those fans and staying flat. Like, you can see, obviously, when I do a fan, it starts dipping a little, but it's not that bad, actually. So I really enjoy flipping it. I find myself flipping this more than my Kraken every now and then, but this past week I have been flipping the Kraken just because sometimes with my knives, it's not even just the experience of flipping and like how good, because I have very nice quality knives. I love all my knives. It's sometimes just looks. Like, I just like the look of a certain knife sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to flip that one today. So that's kind of really it about this one. I don't know what to say. I had another video on my page about it, but very prominent jimping here all over the face, which will look really cool in my opinion. This one, the V2, doesn't have any jimping down here, which is kind of strange. Like, it literally, it stops this little wedge right here, right where you would expect jimping, but there's nothing. I mean, honestly, it's not too slippery. Like, I can do stuff on here, but that that normally happens. So I don't really do a whole lot of ladders on this one, or I don't do ladders that much in general, but definitely don't even attempt them on this knife. Oops. But super cool blade. I love all LDY's designs. Right now I'm saving up for a Vixen, because I either want to get a Vixen or a Tai Sasori as my next knife. I'm not really sure which one, because I kind of like the design of the Vixen more. So the video cut out, and that was about a week ago actually. I just haven't had time to finish it off, even though I have 3 knives. But what I was saying before it cut, and when I was flipping my Sirius, was I kind of prefer the design of the Vixen compared to the, I believe it was the Sasori, the Tai Sasori. My only downside of the Vixen that I've heard is it is a little heavier. And I prefer knives between 4.1 to about 4.5, which is, I believe, what this one is. And this is my favorite flipper. So, yeah, but this is obviously my Collection Vid 2.5 Bowie Kraken. And this one is also very basic. It's just a Kraken, like you would know. What I have to say about it is probably the most comfortable knife I've ever flipped. This crowning right here, you can see it's very thick there for it. And then the handles, it creates such a smooth chaplain experience. And then obviously it's extremely responsive, not the bounciest, but it flows very well, and it's very light, and it's just a great knife. I love the sound, and Kraken can just do any tricks you really throw at it. It's definitely a little bit handle biased. I prefer it to be a tiny bit neutral, but you know, it's still pretty amazing at everything it does. Like, no issue tackling any fans. Boom, look at that. Like, it's just probably the best, like, starting live blade, in my opinion. Or, I guess not, if you want to get, like, the more expensive ones. Because, obviously, you have other live blades, like the Orion. But once you start getting into quality, I would definitely throw this guy into consideration there. Because this look, it's just, like, flipping with ease. Like, oops. Like, there's really no thinking behind it. Like, and, I honestly do prefer the flipping of this to my Sirius. I just find myself flipping the Sirius more because, like, I don't know if I said it before, but it's just a little bit more unique and fun with those big handles. This one is, it's a very standard balisong. Given the fact that its handle length, its weight, it's very light, bushings, aluminum. It's very standard, but it's the golden standard. Like, if you have a knife over 200, it should be able to flip this nicely, this smoothly, and honestly, if you're going above it, be better than this. But I think this is just an amazing standard for a knife. It's like, and it just looks super nice. Let's see. Like, look at that. Like, that is nice looking. All right. Next up, we have the Machine Wise Medusa, their most recent addition to my collection, and my personal favorite knife. As you can hear, I just lubed it up with some super lube, and listen. That is insane. The best sounding balisong I've ever heard, in my opinion. I'm sure things like the Seraph and the Tsunami compete with it, but still, from what I have currently, it's just amazing. Now, this thing, whoa, I didn't scratch the camera, did I? No. Okay, but this thing is amazing and my personal favorite for many reasons. First off, obviously sound, but also the looks, feel, and flipping, like pretty much every aspect of this knife. So we already covered the sound, which is probably the best sounding thing in the world to me. And now looks. This ginormous blade is fucking amazing. The most unique looking knife I've ever seen. And these handles, very long, thin profile handles, which are definitely a little strange at first, but super, super nice. Like, very, very nice. Obviously, you get a whole lot of grip on it because this whole open channel here, not a lot on the sides, but being titanium, it's grippy, and I really never find myself failing a trick because I'm losing grip on it. It's mostly because I'm not paying attention and I don't do it right. But this thing, it's also very, very smooth. Definitely a little bit handle biased, but it's not really much of an issue. It just makes certain things like my palm fans weird, but I also think that's because it's longer than other knives. But this thing, super, super nice. Awesome. Oops. See, like, awesome knife. It's not that heavy, honestly. I think most of its weight is probably distributed very nicely because it's a longer knife and it has those giant open channels right there, but or open like faces on the handles. But overall, it's very nice. Like, what else was I gonna say? For the price you get with this, it's amazing. Like, I got a super good deal on this. I think I paid $350 for it. Like, I see others on Balisong Market go for like $600, $550. This dude was selling it perfectly tuned, no scratches, because this thing also, very durable knife. Very, very durable. Like, I don't know if this thing can even be tipped. Like, look what a chunker of a blade. Like, it's amazing. In my opinion, it could honestly be a tiny bit heavier. I feel like that would be kind of cool. Maybe the Impulse is like heavier, but this thing ain't heavy at all, so I can really just flip this thing forever. And it's been my main carry, my favorite Bally, because just like look at it. It's super unique, it's fun to flip, awesome sound, and it just competes with everything. Like, let me see if I can even get the Yano. Because right now, looking face on, it just looks raw, like titanium. But then you turn it, start turning, and hits the light. It's like crazy colors. Let's see if I can get it. Kinda, but it's like, whoosh. Look at that. And just, that sound. Nice. And finally, obviously, my Jerry Hom iBass. This one I also recently lubed, so it sounds very nice too. Ooh. Like, ooh, very, very nice. Now this one, in my opinion, is my best flipping knife. Like, I like the Medusa more, but I think this thing flips better. Now, I'm going to say that because it's a little bit more standard than that, because this is definitely a smaller knife, so it's a little bit easier to do tricks. It's neutral, and you definitely feel the weight of it more, and I really, really love this weight. I believe it's around 4.5 pounds, or 4.5 ounces, and to me, that is the perfect amount of weight. That's not heavy at all. Heavy is pushing like 5, like 3.9 ounces are pretty light. Like, I think 4.5, I believe that is the best weight for these titanium knives, because you can just literally just shred on this. Look. Ooh. Now this knife, obviously, Very, very pretty. Sounds amazing. Looks amazing. Feels amazing. The only bad thing I feel like about it is this could be crowned a little bit more so you get a more comfortable Chaplin experience. Not that it's uncomfortable, just it could be more comfortable given like the price point. But this thing is just amazing. It's buttery smooth, holds great tolerances, like 0 taps, like little to no play. See, I got this one used, so there's a little bit of play, but really not a lot, see? And then, let's see, tap. No tap. Little wiggle, but I don't really mind that because I'm actually sending this thing in soon, I believe, to B.A. Bally's because I want to get it re-anodized and maybe tuned if he does that. I'm pretty sure he does. But I mean, I like this toot or Anna, but I really wanted something cool, like a nice fade, like kind of. I want my 2 favorite knives, this one and the Medusa, to really stand out. So I was looking at this page, and I want that pink purple reverse fade. So like on this handle, it'll come down pink, purple, purple. But on this handle, purple, pink, pink. Like kind of, you know, it's on this page. He did a tutorial like that. I think that looks super dope, and he was super chill about. I was just asking him like price points, kind of getting an idea. Probably gonna send it in a little bit, but I feel like it'll be worth it. And honestly, I'll probably flip this knife even more. I honestly really just go back and forth between the iBass and my Medusa because they're just amazing. This past week, I have been mostly flipping my iBass just because, I don't know, I just like the way it flips. Sometimes, like, I just like flipping a knife just because how it looks. So I've really been digging the look and obviously the way it flips. Because this thing, I can pretty much do any trick on it without like fear of messing up. It just comes super smoothly. Knife practically does all the tricks itself, because I think that's also where the weight comes in handy. Like, see on those tricks like that, like it just carries momentum with it. And I think that is great and why heavier knives are nice, because they hold a good flow, which is also why I want to try the Vixen. Because I feel like people saying like, oh, 5 ounces, it feels really heavy or whatever. I don't even think it's 5 ounces. They said it just feels like it. But I feel like I'll kind of like it, but I don't know. We'll see if I do it, because I entered the giveaway to first place was a Tsunami, which would be awesome. But then second place is a Vixen, so also awesome. Really hoping maybe I can win that, you know, you never know. But that was it. My bad that it actually took so long to get this video out. I had it ready like a week and a half ago. I just had this other stuff to do for school, so, but yeah, that's about it. And then, oh, follow the new Instagram. It's linked in the bio.